What's going on, everybody? RE Solutions here. That was a little mellow music. Just try to get in there. RE Solutions here with this week's Tidbit Thursday. Today we're going to be talking about some HOA amenities, more specifically about some pools and how they have changed over the years, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not just the regular pools anymore. So, but we'll be talking about that here in a minute. So, I got yelled at last time for not doing the intro. So we're gonna do the intro. There you go. There you go. Like it? Okay.
Yes.
Good stuff. All right. So there's the intro. So for those of you who don't know who we are RE Solutions. We are a residential real estate and property management company that loves to help and educate individuals and find solutions for all of your real estate needs. So if you need any information on any type of real estate, buying, selling, property management, rentals, whatever, you can give us a call. Check out our description below for our contact information. But I'm doing all the talking now because I keep looking over here. Nobody wants to say anything.
Well, we're waiting for you to slow down.
I tell you, Pete, we take turns.
Yeah.
Today, it's your turn this time.
So we will be discussing HOAs. I grew up with a father that absolutely abhors HOAs. But it's because HOAs, a predominant amount of them back in the day, they just wanted to ensure your lawn was cut, your garbage can was put away, the front doors and colors were matching or reasonable, and that everything, and now at least in San Antonio, Texas, many of the HOAs are offering amenities that really have never been seen before in the same way.
Taking it to a new level.
A whole new level.
Yes.
I remember HOAs, you had a pool. That's about it.
Maybe.
It was a,
and a tennis court, maybe.
It was a community pool.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
A little playground. But a lot of these communities now in San Antonio, they're stepping it up when it comes to their amenities
and things provided.
Yeah, it's not just the pool. It's
everything.
Yeah,
let's get into it.
Let's show them.
Yeah. Let's show them.
So we're just going to be showing you a couple of
just a few that we found, and it made us go, wow.
So the first one is Stillwater Ranch. Stillwater Ranch is on the west side of San Antonio, outside of 1604 by Culebra, deep out there.
Mm-hmm.
So Stillwater Ranch, you drive by there and you're like, what is this water park? And so they have like a water park out there that you could see right off the main street.
Well, there's also Valley Ranch too.
Yes, but I think
that's Valley Ranch where you can see the slide.
Yes, that's Valley Ranch where we get into. Stillwater, it has a nice pool. Nice.
That other side right there is a beach entrance pool. So I mean, that's kind of cool.
So, but this is nothing compared to
some of the other ones.
Yes.
Yeah. So we started small.
They have the whole fitness center amenities, the nature walks, and all that type of thing.
And a lot of these pictures, obviously, that we're going to show you are pictures of the pools and probably the outside areas. But yes, a lot of these HOA communities do have fitness centers. They have the community
walking trails.
Coordinators to do community events.
So there's a lot of stuff that they have and stuff that we don't have actual pictures of. So here's Valley Ranch.
Yeah, that's the one where you drive by and you're like, what? And then you got to stop real fast because it goes into one lane.
Can you imagine when our kids were little, the idea that we would have been able to take them to this for a very quick...
And not pay to go into SeaWorld?
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah, so
and not have to drive.
Yeah.
So they have two pools, as you can see. It looks like you can swim laps on one of them.
Right.
This one here is just, has a splash pad and a slide. And then we sold a property in Valley Ranch, and that was the one thing that the owner kept telling me about. It has a fishing pier. So you can see in the back there.
The lake is stocked.
Yes.
For you to go fishing.
Yes. And you have to catch and release. And then They have tennis courts. I mean,
Basketball court,
yes,
playground
I mean,
right over here.
Shaded
right.
playground. I need
Yeah.
to emphasize
And
that.
apparently it's really difficult to get into because I've taken some clients there to the new builds and we're like, can we go see the mini center? They're like, you need to be a resident before you can even get in there.
Which to me
It's locked
speaks
down.
it speaks volumes, because that means you as a resident, if you purchase here, you know that individuals won't be using these amenities other than the individuals that live in the community.
Right, right.
So that's a big deal.
That's from the top of the slide right before I went down. I'm just kidding. This is in Alamo Ranch. So Alamo Ranch has obviously a whole bunch of different communities.
Yes.
And since it has a whole bunch of different communities, it does have multiple amenity centers throughout Alamo Ranch. So this is, I couldn't even tell you exactly which one this one is.
The OG.
The OG
Alamo
one.
Ranch there.
Oh,
This was before Valley Ranch made that huge water splash play area.
Yeah.
So they do have their Olympic-sized swimming pool. They have a splash pad, the basketball courts, the walking trails.
look at that.
They have that
That's
slide.
nice.
Yeah.
And so Valley Ranch is also by Stillwater, and that was Valley Ranch. Alamo Ranch is also in the west side of San Antonio, right close to 1604 Lackland Air Force Base.
Lots of
So,
shopping.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Right in smack in the middle of shopping, very close to SeaWorld. And as you can see, and then like Pete said, there's a whole bunch of little communities. So there's some gated communities and some ungated. So you have a lot of different price ranges in Alamo Ranch, which works for.
It's nice. You don't have to necessarily be a millionaire to live there.
Right.
But
Is
you
that
can,
a whale?
even if you're a millionaire.
It is a whale.
It's a whale, Texas whale.
That's a Texas whale right
That's
there.
cool. Yes.
So Redbird Ranch. So Redbird Ranch is an older community. I say older, but it was one of the.
That old.
Yeah, it's not that old. We purchased a house there back in 2018.
2008.
2008, which is one of our rental properties right now. They have grown so much since then. They have two separate amenity areas, so two separate
I think
pools.
they're going on 3 now.
Yeah, they're actually going on 3. This is the second one. The first one basically just has a small pool, tennis court, a basketball court, and a little play area. This one's a lot bigger, and it's not that far from the other one. But it does have 2 separate pools on there. It does have an Olympic-sized pool. Well, not junior. Olympic-sized pool. This is the old pool.
That's the one we went to a lot
Right.
with the kids. Yeah.
So this is the
And we're
original.
hanging out there with you
Basketball
guys.
and tennis
Thinking,
courts.
wow.
And once again, they are built. They're actually remodeling this one at the moment. Redbird Ranch just got a new HOA, and they're doing all kinds of stuff. They're doing community events. They're doing movie nights and all kinds of stuff. So they try to get the residents to come out and stuff like that. They are renovating this whole area right now. So this area is shut down right now until the end of the year, I think.
And they do have biking trails there. And
There's an elementary school.
There's an
elementary school and the
the campus.
subdivision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they said, and then the last time I spoke to the salesperson there, she said that they are planning a bigger and better physical gym. Because the one that they had, I used it a couple of times, and I was like, this is so she said that they are planning to build a state-of-the-art one. So I'm excited to see that.
And as I was going through these pictures on some of these HOAs, I was looking at the gym, and I was like, wow.
The gyms are getting larger and larger.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Back in the day, if they had a gym, it was like 2 treadmills, an elliptical or 2, and then like some random weight kind of thrown in there. And now they're looking at.
Now it's like
they're
Planet Fitness.
They're
not that big, but but they also have the what's the area that you can rent out the
community
clubhouse,
center.
The center, yes. So usually a lot of these have a community center that you can rent out if you are having parties or anything like that. And they're really nice. They're hooked up really nice. So Riverstone at West Point.
This is a new one.
Yes. So as you can see, this one, once again, you have some slides, the pools, and play
fitness
area.
Center, yeah.
Yeah, it's huge. It's
Right
huge.
off
So,
Valley,
Yes.
outside 1604.
it looks so clean. I wish I could keep my pool that clean. Right? It's like there's never leaves in there. I don't know how they do it, but yeah.
Look at that, 2 slides, one that goes straight and woo, oh
Yep.
man,
Yeah.
fun.
Then you got the Olympic pool, or junior Olympic pool on the left side, and then right there to the far.
It's gonna be a clubhouse
North
and a small.
is
Little
the
splash
clubhouse,
pad. Oh, so cute.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
That's more of it.
Look at that next.
This is like almost it's like a community that's only been built in the last 2 years, I think.
Yeah, it's
Last
a
couple
newer
years?
community. Yeah, every time I go out there, I'm like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
And here's a play area and stuff like that.
wow,
So
look how nice that is.
pretty nice. Cibolo Canyons.
Man, is that a lazy river?
Yeah. So this is up north by 281 and 1604, I believe. And so, so here you have a pool, a bona fide lazy river, and a lot of communities.
Photoshop me in right there. That's where I would be, right?
But a lot of communities up north, in Schertz and Bulverde and all those little cities out there, Bernie, they have these. They just took it to another level. Master planned communities where they will have like acres of water
Mhm.
water amenities.
And the trails, that's becoming very popular too.
Yes. Yes, biking, walking. You see people with their dogs. Yeah. Now that's what they need to do. They need to start creating dog parks in these communities. That would take it like.
I think some of them do.
Some of them do.
Yeah.
But there's like, depending who you talk to about dog parks, some pet owners absolutely love them, and others are like, absolutely not going to take my dog there
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
So it just depends. I mean,
Look at that. Look
See.
at that.
That's the
That's
great
like
area.
going to
Cibolo.
I'd
Sea
play there
World.
all day. Is that the little bucket on top?
Yeah,
of it?
that
Fall
is.
in?
That's
It is.
crazy. That's amazing. Oh yeah. Look at that.
That's part of the.
I would never leave my house.
I don't have any friends who live in Cibolo Canyon. So, I mean, if you do and you like to barbecue,
Yeah.
Invite us.
It's nice.
I wonder how
Nice.
packed it gets.
So that's all the pictures. I didn't get pictures of the other
Wait.
places.
And-
Inwood.
yes.
And,
you know, the
Yes.
amazing thing about this is, with the exception of Cibolo Canyon, I'm not sure about that one. All the others, they're anywhere from $600 to $900 a year in HOA
Yeah.
fees. So not too bad when you
Nothing too
consider
crazy.
what you're getting in
if you were
return.
paying, for season passes at SeaWorld,
Yeah.
it's the same price.
For
Right,
family.
so-
Yes.
For
per family,
Yeah,
per family,
I know.
yes.
And so some places that we were not, because we wanted to keep this pretty short. There are some communities in Stone Oak, which is up north in San Antonio, by 281 and 1604. A lot of the communities there have very similar to the Cibolo Canyons. It has the lazy river and things like that. There's another community, Inwood, which is, I would say, north central in San Antonio, and that's like an older community, but they have some beautiful, beautiful amenities there. And then we were looking at one. What was it? The 55 plus one.
Yes, there's
Yes.
Del Webb.
Mhm.
It's Hill Country Retreat.
Mhm.
And then
Okay.
there was another one up there. That's the one I want to retire in.
The one with the indoor pool.
They have pickleball, indoor pool,
Yeah.
fitness. I mean, huge fitness center, walking trails, outdoor pool. But I believe the other one too that was up near Stone Oak was the same one.
Yeah.
Same way.
So, you come
They
to
have-
San Antonio and
Man,
you're
that
like,
picks you up too. Sorry.
so you come to San Antonio and, a lot of people are like, I don't want an HOA. And I'm like, well, I mean, at least you'll get a pool. And for some people who have families, I mean, that's important for them. And it gets really hot in San Antonio. And so it's just nice to be able to, say, hey, I'm going to take the kids to the pool.
And growing up in New York,
The pump was.
Well, yeah, the pump. But
That was our water park.
if we even went to the community pool, I mean, that place used to be so packed with people that you never really got to do anything except for just
Stand there.
Stand in the water.
Like this.
So it's nice to have these HOAs. You know, I guess once again, just growing up in New York, and my experience with community pools was not the same as when I got here and going to the HOA pool, and I'm like, oh wow, there's nobody really here, kind of thing. Or even if there's quite a few people there, you can still enjoy yourself. You know.
Yeah.
So,
Not the same.
no, it's not the same. It's not the same. And now that they're huge,
you don't have to worry about, because you're paying those fees because they're taking care of it all.
Right.
You know, you just get to go and enjoy it.
you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As long as you have the little
Card. Yeah,
card
don't
to
lose
get in.
that.
Don't
Your
lose that.
HOA access card. Well, unless there's
It's
anything
usually like
else.
$75 each card.
Don't lose it.
Unless there's anything
gotta
else,
pay
then are
for
we
that.
about wrapping it up?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Yes, we are wrapping it up. So anyway, these are just a few of the HOAs, obviously, that are HOA community pools that are here in San Antonio. Like Denise said, San Antonio gets really hot, so it's nice to have those. Yes, it's the end of the summer right now, but you know, it's kind of always warm here in San Antonio. So,
But
if you want,
there's trails and there's things that
a
you
lot
can do
of
all
other
year round.
things
Yeah.
that you can do year round. So, but if you want information on any of these HOAs or other HOAs or just amenities,
Communities. Yep.
communities, you can contact us. Once again, our contact information will be in the description below. We will be happy to help you, educate you, give you information.
There's a lot of
whatever.
great ones that
So-
we just kind of, it didn't quite make the cut, but
Mhm.
there's so many others.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week. And what we're talking about next week?
You got me.
Oh, it's
I've been on
monthly
the road
stats.
a lot.
The stats?
Not yet.
No,
That
we're
was
going to be
just awesome.
talking about. I
Don't
have it
know.
on the tip of
And
my
we can't
tongue.
edit
Surprise!
this.
It'll be a surprise. Join us next week. No. I was just making sure. You
Yeah,
see
we
that
can't
little
hear
mute
you.
thing.
So we're still live, Pete. You didn't.
Bye now.
Bye.
Love you.